Ever wondered what makes British flour so unique for baking? The answer lies in its extensive variety and distinctive milling process. British flour comes in many types, each with their unique properties, from self-raising, plain to strong bread flour, all cultivated from wheat grown on British soils. The real secret, however, is in the milling. Unlike many other flours, British flour is milled in a particular way that results in a different protein content. This difference is not just a minor detail, it significantly influences the baking result. You see, the protein content in flour determines how much gluten can be formed. Gluten, that elastic network, is what gives baked goods their structure. A higher protein content means more gluten, resulting in chewier, denser baked goods, while a lower protein content gives you more tender, crumbly results. So, it's clear that the milling process and protein content make British flour stand out. But how does this science translate into baking? Now that you know what makes British flour unique, you might be wondering how this translates into your baking. Let's delve into the science of baking to understand this. The story begins with gluten, a protein complex that gives your baked goods structure. When you mix flour with water, the proteins in the flour, glutenin and gliadin, link together to form a network of gluten. This gluten network traps gases, allowing your dough to rise and gives your bread that chewy texture we all love. Now, British flour has a unique protein content, leading to a different gluten development. It forms a softer, more delicate gluten network, resulting in a tender, crumbly texture that's perfect for pastries and biscuits. Water plays a crucial role in this process, hydrating the proteins and enabling gluten formation. And when you introduce heat, you kickstart the magical process of baking, where the water turns to steam, causing the dough to rise and set. So the unique properties of British flour combined with the right amount of water and heat result in an unmatched texture in your baked goods. Now that we've demystified the science behind British flour, how can you put this knowledge into practice? Let's delve into some practical tips. Accuracy is paramount when baking with British flour. This means measuring your ingredients meticulously. A slight miscalculation can be the difference between a fluffy scone and a dense one. Next, let's talk about hydration. The right amount of water is crucial for achieving the perfect consistency. Too little and your dough will be dry and crumbly. Too much and it will be sticky and hard to handle. Lastly, the correct baking temperature plays a significant role. British flour tends to absorb more water, so baking at slightly higher temperatures can help achieve a nice crust and fully cooked interior. These factors, in harmony with the unique properties of British flour, can produce the perfect bake. So, remember, accurate measurements, correct hydration, and the right temperature are your keys to success. With these tips, you're well on your way to mastering baking with British flour. So, what have we learned today? Well, we've delved into the unique properties of British flour, noting its versatility and distinctiveness. We've discovered how the protein content influences gluten formation, leading to different textures in our baked goods. We've also learned about the importance of moisture content and how it can affect the overall result of our baking. We've unpacked the science behind baking with British flour, understanding that it's not just about mixing ingredients together. It's about chemical reactions, temperature control, and precision. We've shared some tips for successful baking, emphasizing the need for accurate measurements, patience during the proving process, and the right oven temperature. We've encouraged you to be adventurous, to try new recipes, and to not be disheartened by the occasional baking mishap. So it's over to you now. Remember, baking is both an art and a science, so grab your British flour and start experimenting. Happy baking!